Hi, it's Debbie Williams. I'm an NLP trainer and hypnotherapist, and today I want to talk about having irrational thoughts in a relationship. Now, this last week I've had 5 emails plus a couple of clients and some other contacts from people who are having irrational thoughts within a relationship, whether it's feeling intense anxiety or insecurity to feeling absolutely nothing, dead inside, and thinking that this isn't right, I want some help. Now, what tends to happen in a relationship is that certain things trigger off old feelings. So maybe the first time as a child that you were rejected, perhaps this person does something that reminds you of that, not consciously, but unconsciously, excuse me, the system recognises that, oh, I don't like where this is going. So it sends off sort of fearful responses of, oh, well, I don't think I want to be in this relationship. I want to end this relationship. Yet another part of you knows that this relationship is absolutely perfectly fine. And of course, each relationship is different. So one way to get a handle on these thoughts is to write them down. But not only write those thoughts down, write down pluses and minuses of this relationship, of all of the things that you value in the relationship, whether it's kindness, loyalty, trust, all of the good qualities of this other person, write them down, and then all of the things that you are not so keen on, because then when you see it in black and white, you can become like your own therapist, because you can see it from one step removed, that actually, yes, I am being irrational. See, the trouble is, once you go down those thought patterns of feeling, oh my God, I'm not sure that I love him anymore, I don't even think I feel anything, or I'm not sure that she's the one, or whatever it is you're doing in your head, then the emotion of that gets carried away and it clouds your judgment. So by having something written down in black and white, it helps sort of make it more concrete, and that you can see where this relationship is actually going. Otherwise, you're at the mercy of your mind going off on one. So you have a brain, but it's not user-friendly, and it tends to pattern match. So if we start to ask questions, well, what's wrong in my relationship, then the brain will give you all the things that are wrong and carry on from that. And what we want to do is to give the relationship a chance of, well, what is right in this relationship? What is going well? What do I value about this person? And once you've got those written down, they can help counteract the negative thoughts that you have, so that you can process those. Now, I've got a few products coming out sort of in the future, processing emotions, which is a great one for dealing with any raw emotions of fear, deep insecurity, all of those. That will be coming out in the next couple of months. But also, when I work with clients, depending on the issue surrounding their relationship, I would give them this instruction to do, as I've said, writing down the pluses and minuses, so that we can judge, is this person worth being in a relationship with? And this can be very insightful, that sometimes you can be seeing through rose-coloured spectacles, and when you write down the pluses and minuses, you can see actually that perhaps the minuses are worse, and that helps you make the decision that, well, I want to leave this relationship rather than stay in one where it's abusive. Or the opposite, where you realise that I have met a kind person, somebody who I would love to spend the rest of my life with, but my weird thinking is messing things up and sabotaging things, so I need to get my head sorted out. So when I work with clients, there's an exercise on my Ultimate Confidence recording, which is a way of pouring in lots and lots of positive resources into the insecure place to help mature that. It's difficult to explain in words how it does it, because the exercise takes a little bit of time. And on that recording, when I first did it, I wanted to do a trance of working in the miracle zone, of being in the right place, the right time, attracting the right people for the right synchronicities to happen. So it's a brilliant sort of recording to have, to listen to that. And when I was writing that, my partner in Harley Street, who sells a lot of my products, said, Debbie, that won't sell on our website. It sounds too woo-woo-ish. And I thought, okay, but I want to do it because I want to listen to it, because I want to be in the right place, the right time, right synchronicities. So it's very general. And I thought, well, what does it do for you? Well, it gives you tremendous self-belief, and that's one of the things that if you're sabotaging a relationship or you're having all these negative thoughts, you have self-doubt, you perhaps don't value yourself as much as you should, and so having something planting seeds of, having ultimate confidence and self-belief is going to help in this area. And so listening to that over and over, it will help you to lift the veil of whatever's going on in your life and to progress. The other recordings that I work with clients is Heal the Inner Child, Heal the Heavy Heart. All of these lift heavy emotions. Plus my free recording, Stop Worrying, Create a Wonderful Life. That will also help. People say to me, why do I need so many recordings? Well, it's a little bit like if I work with a client, many times I will see them 2 to 3 sessions, and it's enough of a direction change. They're heading down this road. After 2 or 3 sessions, they're going here, and they can see that they're going into a much more positive future. That said, there's other issues that I work with that I see people up to 10 sessions. So each of my recording is like having a one-to-one with me, but it's for a fraction of the cost of doing that, and you get the opportunity to listen to it over and over and process those feelings and those emotions. And the good thing with NLP and on the Ultimate Confidence one, there's some NLP-based exercises which, as you learn to do them, will really help change the emotional response. And that's the one thing that NLP does above any other therapy, CBT or counselling just doesn't do it. It's just going over the same old. Here we want to set an intention of where we want to go. And plus, if you get my free Stop Worrying, you'll get my online life coaching once a month, which is asking useful questions to point in the direction you want to go. And as Paul McKenna says, the trouble with happiness, people don't practice enough. And the same in a relationship. The trouble with having a good relationship, nobody's taught us what that entails. But by valuing what the person has to offer and looking at their qualities, it helps you to reassess, actually, yeah, they are a good person. I do want to stay with this person. And actually, I want to process my emotions, whether I want to heal my heavy heart, heal the inner child. Even, I remember when I first did the childhood abuse recording, many of my clients said, can I listen to it? And I said, well, you've not mentioned that before. Is there abuse in the past? And they said, well, no, but I felt sort of very vulnerable as a child, and I felt like it was abuse because my dad used to shout at me, but it wasn't sort of sexual abuse or anything like that. And I was quite amazed, the feedback that I'd had from people who'd listened to that recording who hadn't even had sort of deep abuse, but they said that it really did help them to move on, as did Heal the Inner Child. So, if you want to get yourself well, one of my goals is to be able to help people with my years of experience, and I've helped on over 50 NLP courses, and these have been 7 to 10 day courses, plus I've been a bit OCD about studying in between, of when I see clients of when they've walked out, what did I miss? What could I have done differently? What could I do better? So I'm getting my brain looking for solutions all the time. And on my free recording, Stop Worrying, Create a Wonderful Life, that really does that. It's like a worry machine where you dump all the crap, and then after you've got rid of that, it's a quantum learning machine. So you look for, how do I want to grow in my life? How do I want to better myself? So if you are suffering in a relationship, then please click some of the links below, have a look at some of the products, get the freebie one first, see if we connect, and then sort of look to this next year of making it your best year yet, of actually strategizing and planning, because most people spend more time planning a holiday than they do their life. Whereas, if we can harness these thoughts, instead of having it this little mental game of tennis where the negatives and negatives sort of outweigh the positives, we can actually have a plan and a structure to move forward and to measure it and to see that you are making progress. Anyway, it's great talking to you today. Bye now, and please subscribe to my channel, because there's lots of other things on this channel for negative thoughts and emotional issues that might be relevant to you. Bye now.